Do you know how many games come out on Steam every day? Cause I don't. There's just that many. So many good and often cheap games slip through our greedy paws and get lost in the dozens of new games that come out on Steam every day. So that's exactly why we've compiled a list of the 5 best games that have come out on Steam, starting out with Redout 2. It looks like PC does what Nintendo don't in this tribute to classic arcade racing games. Also dubbed Wipeout for PC, Redout 2 looks to expand on the strengths of its predecessors' neon-lit futuristic races with vehicles that go so fast you might just find yourself drooling all over your keyboard. Spectacle is at least half of the appeal of the old Wipeout and F-Zero games, and Redout 2 has that in spades. It's all about the frisson of sparkling, fluorescent and dizzying particle effects as you race through 36 tracks in your heavily customizable car. The future is now with this dizzying, flying car racer and is a formula that if you love, will never get boring. What's better than stealing, but doing it in the 80s? By the same studio responsible for Theft Simulator, American Theft 80s will have you running up that hill after you commit petty crime and plays a lot like that older stealth game. Except as the name implies, it has a very overt 1980s theme. You'll roam an open world robbing people, or if you'd prefer, you could work for someone else and finish shady jobs for cash and reputation. GTA except with immersive sim elements. Sounds good to me. So grab your egos and remember, friends don't lie. Well, you know, except if you're a thief. The 80s fun doesn't stop there though, as Nightmare Frames is a point-and-click adventure about trying to find the scariest film of all time. This is another game set in the 1980s, this time in Hollywood. And as screenwriter Alan Goldberg, you'll roam these pixelated streets in search of a genius horror director who, if discovered, could transform Goldberg from a has-been into, currently is? It's a really fun premise for an adventure game, and the Steam page isn't shy about revealing that the game may not entirely be set in Hollywood. Expect grim surprises. A little weird we got 2 80s themed games come out recently, but I guess stranger things have happened. With the launch of TMNT Shredder's Revenge last week, it's probably a tough time to be any other beat 'em up. But if you're against turtle violence and a fan of the genre, Final Vendetta looks great. Now I know I said that it was the end of the 80s themed games, but this game does feature the usual array of decrepit 1980s urban blight, as you aim to take down the Cindy 8 gang, which has kidnapped protagonist Claire Sparks' sister. Along with a colourful cast of characters, expect a cocktail of combos across 4 game modes, and best of all, Final Vendetta supports 2-player co-op. Alright, enough 80s themed gruesome violence, and take a look at this game. The latest tiny game by the Sock Pop Collective is about pushing matching tiles together on a grid. Aww. If the tiles thematically match, say, 4 forest tiles or 4 volcano tiles, you will unlock further tiles with their own rules, except it's a little bit more complicated than that, because combining certain tiles with certain features will alter surrounding tiles. One example, if you place a windmill next to a grassland tile, you'll end up with wheat fields. This looks like a fun coffee break game from a studio with a brilliant reputation for creating those. And as always, the music is gorgeous and the art style is clean and cheerful. So those are the 5 best hidden gems that have come out on Steam. Until next week, that is. I've been Maheen Kassor, and remember to like and subscribe to PC Gamer's YouTube channel. See ya!